Hey everyone, how's it going? So what am I working on now? Well, I got a Chevy Equinox here with a wheel stud that's spinning in the hub. Basically can't get the wheel off. That thing will not come out. The stud itself is actually spinning. It basically, the splines or the knurls, whatever you want to call them, they came free. So now this whole thing spins. I'm gonna have to drill this out. Now, I had made a video in the past where I showed you me drilling it out, and I got so many comments from people saying, oh, you should drill a pilot hole and this, that, and the other thing. And I agree. I should, if I'm having a problem drilling it. But the drill was going in perfectly. The drill was cutting. There was no need for a pilot hole. Basically, I could have spent 5 minutes drilling a pilot hole and then another 10 minutes drilling it out. Whereas it took me 15 minutes just to drill it out. I mean, if it wasn't cutting, if I was having an issue there, of course I would drill a pilot hole. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to see if it drills fine, I'm going to leave it and just go with it. If not, I'll put a pilot hole in it. So let me start doing that. I'm not going to show you the whole process of doing this, but that's what I'm going to do. And let's go from there and see what happens. Okay. So yes, in fact, this one I am stepping. I'm drilling with several different drill bits because trying to go with a 1/2 inch is just not digging in. Like I said, the other one dug in. Why not just keep going with it? So this is actually taking me twice as long as I was hoping it was going to. So I have a couple different bits there to go in. And I'm about as center as I could possibly be. I know it's not exactly center, but I'm just trying to get in there and do what I can. And I have this strap here to hold some tension on it because otherwise that whole thing wants to spin. So I got it in pretty deep. I don't even know how deep I am with it. I mean, right there it's catching the edge of it, and I'm going in, I got it in pretty good. So I might just make it go down a little bit further, and then I might hit it with the next size up to try to get it closer to the size of the actual lug, and then hopefully I can get this thing off there. It does want to spin, so I got to do this gently too, because I can't put enough pressure on this because I can't get behind the rim with anything to wedge it. I tried, I just can't do it. And there you have it. I drilled it down just far enough and I was able to get the air hammer in there and blast it. And the reason I did that too is because if you look really close, you can see a broken drill bit inside that stud. Yeah, luckily it happened when I was all the way down. So, but I used an air hammer. I mean, you could do the same thing if you stick a punch in there and just, whale it inward, which is basically what I did, is I just hammered it inward. This way I didn't damage the rim or anything. So now I can take everything apart and I can replace the wheel stud. I'm going to just show you with the wheel out of the way, and there you can actually see the broken drill bit inside there. So, yeah, all of a sudden it just caught and snapped. I was just like, oh, not what I wanted. But as you can see, there's just maybe 3 threads actually left in the lug, and then I just blasted them out. So now I've got to pull the caliper and the rotor off to change that stud. Rotor is held in with a set screw. So let's get this thing off. So there you go, it's out. I actually had to drive it out with a hammer and punch. I mean, it was just a quick whack and it came right out. I want to point something out to you. If you look close, see how it's notched? Like that? That's so you can get it in without taking the whole hub out. Now, in a previous video, I had a wheel stud that I did that to. I notched it. And as you can see, the replacement one has a notch also. But I did that on a wheel stud in a previous video. And I got comments from a couple of people. Oh my God, I weakened the integrity of the wheel stud. Yeah, okay. Go back to school. The keyboard warriors just drive me insane. But it's true. No, I did not weaken the integrity of it. It's how it's designed. So many of them are designed that way. So when you shave one off to make it fit, you didn't weaken the integrity. A lot of them are designed that way. Changes nothing. Anyway, let me get the new one installed. Let me show you that real quick. Let me get that in place. And there you go. With the flat down towards there, you should be able to just tap it in. And like I said, that's what it's designed for. Let me go get the tool to put this in. Although, as you see, it's a pretty mild fit. Hopefully they didn't damage the hub, which is possible if somebody sat there and spun it long enough. But let me go grab the tool to install this. Okay, so here is the actual tool. This is an installation tool for a wheel stud. They sell a couple different styles. The this is basically a bearing on the back side here. So what you do is you fit it over the wheel stud, and then the back side sits flush on the hub. And then when you put the lug nut in here, it allows the tool, the outer shell, to spin with the lug. And then the back side, like I said, it's mounted into a, it's on a bearing. So it's kind of like a throwout bearing. So now, what you do is you tighten it up and it'll drag this in and lock it in place. Okay, so simple enough. Get your gun. There we go, and it's locked in place. Some are much tighter, some are looser. But like I said, since that thing spun out, it could have wore this out, but this is in securely, so I'm fine with it how it sits. What I'll do is I'll put a link in the description for this, in case you guys are interested in getting one. Okay, so now reverse procedure to install. And that's pretty much it. Wheels on. Lug nuts are just zipped down lightly. Once I get it down on the ground, I'm going to torque them. But that's pretty much it. So, they're really not that bad, just time consuming. It's really all it is. Alright, hopefully you got something out of it. If you did, hit that like button. If you could, please subscribe. And if you look down below, I'll put a description, or I'll put a link to the that tool that I used. If you want to give it a click, that's great. It helps me out. If not, that's fine. I'm not asking you to buy anything. Just saying. Alright, that's about it. Alright guys, have a great day. Keep wrenching.